Right here is my 2018 6-speed manual S-Line Audi A5. So to give you guys a rundown of the car, my aunt picked it up brand new in 2018 and then sold it to me about a month and a half ago. I got it with 83,000 miles and I think it's sitting at about 87,000 right now. Right after picking up the car, the first thing I did was pick up these RS5 wheels. I drove 3 hours down to New Jersey, and honestly I think it was very worth it because these things are perfect. And they did have summer tires on them, so if you can't tell, we have a lot of snow right now. So I ended up putting Continental Extreme Contact DWS 06s on them, and this thing handles like a dream. I'm kind of surprised at how well the wheels fit, honestly. They kind of fit in the fender perfect. They don't really stick out. They're a perfect size in my opinion, and I think they really just tie this car together. But just to give you guys the rundown, I'll tell you everything I've done to the car so far and what I want to do to it. Need a haircut pretty bad. I think the first thing that I did after the wheels was this side marker tint right here. It was like $10 and it's literally just a film that's already kind of peeling off, but it looks pretty good. I did a lot initially on the inside here. With this OBD11 device, I coded in an S5 dash, permanently got rid of the auto start stop, which is honestly the stupidest thing in this car because it only shuts off when you have it in neutral with the clutch out and your foot on the brake. And with this, I was also able to shut off the seatbelt chime. I might have to find another spot because I cannot hear anything when people drive by. Yeah, so with this, I did the auto start stop, the seatbelt chime, the S5 cluster. I shut off the amber side marker light here, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I also use this to undo my parking brake when I put new rotors and pads on the car. If we want to move over to that, I actually did that before I got the wheels. I have drilled and slotted rotors with carbon ceramic pads on the front and back. Another thing I did was remove the mufflers back here. It has two absolutely giant suitcases on each side. And when I tell you this thing was dead silent, I mean it. So you can see under here, there's plenty of room now. And then I just kind of clamped down these Amazon chrome tips, which they look really good when they're clean. Over here in the front, I installed this fiberglass front lip. It is a 3-piece, and I did have to drill into the bumper, but I think it fits this car extremely well. I really am going for a very clean, all-around, minimal look for this car. I could have got the front lip that most people run, where it kind of sticks up right here in front of the tire, but I think that's just a little too tacky. Not saying it doesn't look good on some cars, it does, but I just didn't want that for mine. But yeah, I'm just in love with this one. I have a new grille on the way, and I'm not telling Instagram this, but it's going to be a silver frame, kind of RS5 style grille with the black mesh, but then I'm also keeping the silver badge. So I think that'll just tie into the car really well just because of the headlights and the wheels, and I am leaving the silver trim around the windows. Even though literally everybody in the comments tells me to do a chrome delete, I will not be doing that. Now, on the performance side of things, I was able to partner with Integrated Engineering for my cold air intake and the Stage 1 tune. I had tried out one of those cheap $100 eBay intakes before this one, and I highly recommend you do not do that because it didn't line up with anything on this car at all. It was extremely cheap. I mean, it was a universal intake, obviously not meant for this car specifically. And then yeah, so IE sent me over their Stage 1 tune, and we did run into an issue initially where when I did a pull, I got a clutch malfunction warning. That was just due to the power not being recognized by the car. Oh, here comes security. Let's see if they kick me out. He was just asking if I was good because I had my hood open. Anyway, yeah, so they have an amazing support team, and they were able to send me out a new tune that I flashed that completely got rid of that warning, and honestly completely changes the way that this car feels. I think I went from about 17 pounds of boost to a very consistent 26, which just made this car like 100 times more fun to drive. Honestly, Integrated Engineering just makes the best parts for any Audi or Volkswagen out there, so if you do want to pick up some parts or software from them, use code STANDARD5 at checkout, and that'll get you 10% off on anything. Also, I forgot under the hood here, I did put in this aftermarket dipstick because for some reason it just comes with the plug, but no dipstick. So I did that. That was like 15 bucks, I think. Very cheap and highly recommended. It makes the oil changes like 10 times easier. And while we're under the engine bay, since I am partnered with IE, I do plan on getting a high flow catted downpipe from them, intercooler, and a high pressure fuel pump. And then obviously a Stage 2 tune, and maybe even sway bars and links if I decide to track this thing on the Lime Rock grounds in the summer. Now, just a couple comments on this car. I love everything about it. The interior is amazing. I love the way the exterior of the B9s look. I mean, yeah, this is just beautiful. I do need a new steering wheel. I do think I'll do that at some point. The only reason I'm keeping this one for right now is because it is heated, and getting in your car in this weather, it is very cold, and it is so nice to come into a heated steering wheel. Keeps my freezing hands nice and warm. But the one thing that I don't like is this door creaks so bad. I might take it apart and see what I can do to fix it, but it is very bad. I notice it every time I get out of the car, and it does kind of make it feel a little cheap. So hopefully when I fix that, it'll make the car feel better all around. Now on the inside here, this thing is a 6-speed manual transmission. You do not see many people driving these that mod them. Honestly, there's only 563 sold in the US, and I'm not sure how many of those are actually still here. I have not seen somebody else mod one of these yet. If you have, definitely put them in the comments because I would love to see it. One thing I will comment about this car is that it is definitely not as sporty as a B8 S4. I mean, it makes sense, it is an A5, but I've drove my buddy's old S4, and that thing did feel a little bit better than this. But I really like the fact that this is a new Audi. You know, you get the luxury of the interior and the exterior, and still getting a manual in that sense is a lot of fun. Plus, the EA AAA under this hood can make pretty good power, and I think it will once I'm done with it. Really, the only other comment I have about this is that the clutch feels very long. Maybe I just haven't got used to a manual car yet, but you definitely notice my knee doing that a lot. Also, unfortunately, this car didn't come with ambient lighting. I mean, it does have it, but it's just the white lights under here and the cup holders. So I think at some point I'll be ordering a full colored ambient lighting kit from Alibaba, because you can get them aftermarket and they just kind of fit into where it would go if you did have it. Like on this and the dash here, this little strip. So I'll do that at some point. But yeah, my goal with this car is really just to build it the right way. Like, you don't see these being built that often, or if ever. I mean, you see B9 A5s all the time that are modded, but never are they a 6-speed manual like this one. If you guys like this kind of vlog content and you want to see more videos with the car, definitely make sure to comment. If you have any suggestions or what you want to see me do with the car, I definitely would love to hear it. I'm taking a long drive up to Okemo, Vermont this weekend, and I plan on making a driving video with that as well. So I'll kind of go over the tune a little bit more and the intake. You'll get to hear that and what the exhaust sounds like. This muffler delete is pretty quiet. I think with the high flow catted downpipe, it'll make the tone of this thing perfect, because I would really like to avoid as much rasp and drone as I can. And I think with removing the resonators, I would definitely get a lot of that. So I'm not aiming for any extremely loud pops and cracks and verbals and all that stuff. You know, I do think it's cool, but I really just want to make this car extremely clean, sounds good, make good power, you know, because I definitely don't think I missed on my last car. I had a 2011 Mercedes C300. I'll put a picture of it right here. And if we're being fair, I probably beat the hell out of it too. I mean, I was sliding that thing in the snow every time we got a storm. And you kind of had to keep it wide to keep up with anybody else, because it was only making a whole 228 horsepower, so it definitely wasn't a lot. This car came stock with 252, and I think with the intake and tune right now, I'd like to say I'm around like 335. I'm not entirely sure on that because I haven't dynoed it, and that's kind of just going off what IE's numbers on the website are. But it definitely feels quick and very fun to drive, and I think once I go stage 2, it'll make this thing perfect. But anyway, this is my 2018 6-speed manual Audi A5. Thank you guys for watching my little intro here. I plan on making a lot more content with this car. YouTube videos, reels, TikToks, edits, whatever. And I'm really aiming to just build a car that people don't see a lot while making it very clean at the same time.